Hey guys, it's Oscar7917 here, bringing part 4 of the Halo 2 Anniversary campaign walkthrough, Arbiter. This is the first time we actually get to play as one of the elites from the Covenant. First time it happened in the Halo series, which is really ace, and there is a cutscene coming up, so I'll leave you guys with the cutscene.
How much further must we heft this baggage? Any cell will do? Why not toss him in with this lot? They could use the meat. Them? What about us? My belly aches, and his flesh is seared just the way I like it. Quiet! You two whimper like grunts fresh off the teat. He's not meant for the jails. The hierarchs have something special in mind. Noble prophets of truth and mercy, I have brought the incompetent.
You may leave, Tartarus.
But I thought...
And take your brutes with you.
Release the prisoner.
The Council decided to have you hung by your entrails and your corpse paraded through the city. But ultimately, the terms of your execution are up to me.
I am already dead.
Indeed. Do you know where we are?
The mausoleum of the Arbiter.
Quite so. Here rests the vanguard of the great journey. Every Arbiter from first to last. Each one created and consumed in times of extraordinary crisis.
The taming of the Hunters, the Grunt Rebellion. Were it not for the Arbiters, the Covenant would have broken long ago.
Even on my knees, I do not belong in their presence.
Halo's destruction was your error, and you rightly bear the blame. But the Council was overzealous. We know you are no heretic. This is the true face of heresy, one who would subvert our faith and incite rebellion against the High Council.
Our prophets are false. Open your eyes, my brothers. They will use the faith of our forefathers to bring ruin to us all. The great journey is...
This heretic, and those who follow him, must be silenced.
Their slander offends all who walk the path.
What use am I? I can no longer command ships, lead troops into battle.
Not as you are, no, but become the Arbiter. And you shall be set loose against this heresy with our blessing.
What of the Council?
The tasks you must undertake as the Arbiter are perilous, suicidal. You will die, as each Arbiter has before you. The Council will have their corpse.
What would you have your Arbiter do?
When we joined the Covenant, we took an oath.
According to our station, all without exception.
On the blood of our fathers, on the blood of our sons, we swore to uphold the Covenant.
Even to our dying breath.
Those who would break this oath are heretics, worthy of neither pity nor mercy. Even now, they use our Lord's creations to broadcast their lies.
We shall grind them into dust.
And continue our march to glorious salvation. This armor suits you, but it cannot hide that mark.
Nothing ever will. You are the Arbiter, the will of the prophets. But these are my elites. Their lives matter to me, yours does not. That makes two of us.
Leader, there is no doubt. The storm will strike the facility. We'll be long gone before it arrives.
Warriors, prepare for combat!
We are the armor.
Finally, we are playing as the Arbiter here. It's the 4th mission, so obviously we are equipped with the Covenant weapons there, with the sword, and obviously the plasma rifle. Now, the cool thing about the Arbiter is that obviously being an elite, we have the access to having invisibility. Now the thing is, we can only have invisibility for a certain amount of time, unlike our buddy pals here who can have it for, I don't know, a lot longer than us. So yeah, this is really cool because this is the first time you actually get to be a Covenant, which was massive because you actually got to play the person who was responsible for Master Chief blowing up the ring. Sorry for that spoiler there, but yeah, it was strange, but obviously listening to these guys here talking about about their invisibility being, see, look.
But take heed. Your armor system is not as new as ours. Your camouflage will not last forever.
So just letting you know about that, so I just left the audio there for you. So yeah, just come around, take this guy out. He usually has a carbine. Most of the grunts here just one hit kill with the melee, so usually when they're asleep they're pretty vulnerable, so it's pretty cool there. And then obviously you can just literally use the invisibility to just go past pretty much everyone here. You don't really need to fight anyone, just take out any of the ones that are, if you take out the ones that are awake, that should be right, and then you can just throw a grenade in. And nearly don't jump through the middle there because there's a giant hole and you will die. So just go invisible past everyone, literally pick up some carbine ammo, because the carbine is really good in this mission. It's pretty much like the battle rifle but for the Covenant. And then just make sure you take out this guy, headshot, and then simple, easy, pick up his carbine ammo. This next bit is quite challenging for legendary walkthroughs, so you have to make sure you nail the invisibility timing on this. If you are doing this on legendary, you need to nail the invisibility timing. So now just like looking at this, look at that, just looks great. And then so obviously nail this guy in the back so it doesn't alert anyone. So just watch out, just be wary of any enemies coming through us there, stick them, and then use the invisibility. Make sure you don't get shot whilst you're using the invisibility, otherwise you lose it, and then that just becomes a waste. So you go over here, open the front doors for the Phantom to drop off some reinforcements. So yeah, if you want to hide from the enemy to just like regain your shields, just hide behind here. Usually you shouldn't be able to get shot. Obviously here, just hiding when invisible, just taking any people who come near me, you know, any people who could potentially kill me, just take them out. They shouldn't cause you any problems. The Phantom will usually help you out as well for this first area, and the Phantom will usually clear out most things anyway. So yeah, just clear out any sentinels, see most of the things, just see the Phantom shooting everything. So reinforcements have just been dropped in here, so yep. And then obviously clear out the rest of the room. Sometimes there can be some sentinels flying around, like as here. This is why the Phantom kept on shooting at things, so obviously just clear out the rest of the room, watch that motion tracker, and you should be able to get most of the things anyway. So I'm just like waiting for this next bit here because I know what's going to happen, so I just need to clear out the rest of the enemies before I can move on. So yep, here this door will open right in front of us. So yeah, just make sure you clear out the rest of these guys that are coming in from the right hand side of the room. Make sure you take out this elite, otherwise he will follow you into the next room, which can be a pain in the arse. So just clear out any enemies here. Make sure you kill this elite before he gets to you. Otherwise he will obviously just destroy you with the sword. So just stick him or shoot him with the carbine, and then make sure you don't do what I did here and just didn't look at my invisibility there, and it ran out right in front of the enemies, but luckily I recovered with the grenade and it saved me. So then pretty much just good use of the sword here, just like taking out these elites here. See there on how I didn't kill them in 2 hits, not 1. So you have to be a bit careful when you choose the sword. Make sure you have good shields, and then just smack on your invisibility, and then simply hit him in the back. You don't have to use the sword. You can use anything. It'll a back smack is pretty much instant kill. And then if you just really well time your invisibility here as you jump, you should be able to clear through this room, no problem. And up there on the top right, that blue thing there is a terminal. So just letting you know for that. So that terminal is pretty much influence into the story. And then just quickly wait until this guy goes around this thing there, the thing, and then just wait and then smack him in the back. And then if you just use the invisibility, well time it, hit him in the back, and then pretty much just walk past everyone, because literally you will die if you don't use that invisibility then, because you'll be spotted by some grunts. He'll turn around and see here, just good use of the invisibility, and I'm pretty much through to the next room. So obviously I did get quite lucky there, because they did spot me in the end, but I was already at the end of the room, so no problems here. And then again, most of these rooms are all about good timing, use of the invisibility. See here, I'm able to just walk past everyone here, so jump up to the side, you're pretty much through this room here. Just go through this door, and then that is pretty much it. Not much combat to do so far. Obviously those 2 guys there, and then this is where we finally get to see what this heretic is. That's the heretic. And then he just escapes and does what he wants. So obviously, once again, these guys, I sort of chose the wrong door. I thought I could go through both. So if you just do the well-timed invisibility whilst they can't see you, there you go. Thank you very much. Don't have to fight those guys. And then we get some Banshee gameplay here. Actually, some Banshee here. Just take out this guy, and then we're through to use the Banshee. So yeah, the Banshees are ace on this now. They're just brilliant to play and use. Now, when I was actually re-watching this from the re-recording, my shooting with this Banshee is absolutely atrocious. Now, you may think, oh well, it's not too bad at the moment, but when I've been watching it in combat scenes with the other Banshees, it's just awful. But yeah, the Banshees actually, they do take quite little damage. Like, they will tear you apart, these Banshees on Legendary. You will absolutely get torn apart. So see on the heroic there, I'm pretty much destroyed after the first 2 Banshees. And then eventually, obviously, I learn, I'm like, zing, I've finally figured out how to evade, and then I thought, I'll just pick up a new one. So that if you are damaged, you can always pick up a new one, and you can also pick up new ones in various places around this this entire structure here. So make sure you take out these turrets here, because they're part of the mission. So that, you know, the evade can get you out of avoiding shots and avoiding the turrets.
We'll take them out one by one until we find the heretic leader.
So that was Tartarus just barking orders out at us with the in that Phantom there. He's telling us basically, you know, what we'll do and how we'll find the stuff. You know, it's just basically game dialogue, which you need to hear. Yeah, even the music sounds a lot better on this. Like, there's not really much music playing on in the old version, but I mean, sometimes I like the older version. Like in certain parts, I like the Breaking Benjamin one. That's really ace. That's probably one of the most iconic songs in Halo. In Halo, really, because it was just ace. Yeah, see, I'm a little bit battered here with this Banshee, but I mean, if you just look at the top bits, these top platforms usually have some spare Banshees. The boost is really effective to get around as well. So yeah, these places here with the grunts with the fuel cannons here, just take them out. Usually, sometimes there's some banshees, some spare banshees here, so if you are very damaged, like sort of like I am, you're able to pick yourself a new one up here. So just make sure you clear out these guys, make sure you protect the Phantom from these banshees, and you should be alright. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies here. I mean, there's a lot of enemies on most of these platforms, but generally this is where the most are, where these guys have the turrets and the fuel cannons mixed. This is where you can actually pick up with one of the banshee. This is an area where you can pick up some of the extra banshees here. Just there at the top you can see them. So make sure you just take out all those enemies, so that obviously you're not going to get, as soon as you get in a new one, you're not going to get blown up straight away. So that helps, and then basically you get a new one, and then you can, it's quite easy way. And then usually, you can take extra damage and you can pick up new ones. So it's not, so it makes it a little bit more easier for you, especially if you are doing this on Legendary. It's very effective if you get these extra banshees here, because then it saves a lot of time.
No sign of the heretic leader or his banshee. We must keep searching.
I mean, this outdoor environment's pretty awesome as well. Just looking at it, like, on how you don't see a lot of games doing this anymore. There's not many outdoor environments, but then looking at that Phantom there, he was doing a bit of a shimmy there. That was a bit strange, but other than that, like, for a 10-year-old game with new, I mean, obviously there's new graphics, but for a 10-year-old game, it still is pretty immaculate on how amazing some of the AI are and some of the actual gameplay and environments, because they're better than certain games out today. I mean, it certainly holds itself for a 10-year-old game as well. It's brilliant. So yeah, I mean, just looking at this bit here, it's just like, take out these guys. There's only 2 turrets, there's not many things left. Nearly at the end of the mission now, so I mean, just hover around, just clear out any enemies, and usually they'll tell you where to go. I mean, just, you can splatter them, but just be careful if they have a fuel rod cannon, otherwise you'll get blown up. So yeah, we're coming up to the end of the mission here. All we have to do is just clear out this last load of banshees and the rest of these guys on this platform. Shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, literally, you have the overpowered cannon here. They literally cannot do a thing. I mean, you just have to stay a distance. Don't go trying to splatter them on this bit, because they've got the fuel cannon, so you just stay away. Obviously, they try and make a break for the turrets, so just blow up the turret. And yeah, if there's like just 1 or 2 enemies left, then you can get out of the banshee and pretty much do what you want, because you are the one with all the massive cannons. Yeah, there's that turret, but he's not there in the background, but he's not focused on me, but so that doesn't matter. So I do take him out here there, because I need to clear him out. And then there's just one guy here, so obviously just going to use the invisibility and the sword on him. If you did like this walkthrough, please leave a like and subscribe, and see ya!